Chapter 99. Cang Tian is dead. At the same time, the man in black similarly looked straight ahead. Blazing light came out from within his eyes, illuminating the entire sky. Boom! In midair, as the two men's sights collided together, the supreme wills of the two of them also collided with a roar. At once, a roaring sound erupted, and everyone instantly lost their vision, and a white scene was revealed in their minds. And for a time, the crowd was unable to see the scene in front of them clearly. A strong sense of vibration occurred throughout the entire Fengdu mountain. Everyone had to retreat. They looked at the heights in shock. Those two supreme wills colliding. It was almost as if the great mountains had crashed together. A destructive might swept through the entire heaven and earth. Under this destructive might, the earth within a 100-mile radius instantly crumbled into a terrifying crack, crawling all around like a spider's web, revealing the terrifying might of the collision just now. In the distance, on a small hill, Cang Tian, Yu Sui Feng, Lei Yun and the others opened their eyes. And at this moment, their sight was finally restored, but they were immediately stunned by the scene of devastation in front of them. The entire Fengdu mountain range crumbled into shocking cracks, and the square of the corpse-catching sect was also in tatters. This was an apocalyptic scene, and yet, the cause of such a scene was merely the supreme will clash of two outbreathing stage powerhouses. They hadn't even really struck yet. What a terrifying strength. Is this the might of an outbreathing stage powerhouse? Liu Suifeng sucked in a breath of cool air. The two of them, Cang Tian and Lei Yun, were also shocked. They had thought that someone as strong as the Zhenin King would already be incomparably powerful. But compared to an outbreathing stage powerhouse, it was simply one heaven and one earth. There was no way to compare them all. No wonder every true disciple of the Heavenly Tao sect is a hegemon when he walks out of the Heavenly Tao sect. Even if the Lord of the Great Tang Kingdom is the true disciples of the Heavenly Tao sect, he still has to be polite and courteous. From this, it can be seen that the true disciple's status in the Heavenly Tao sect is very high. It is definitely under one person and above 10,000 people, possessing great power. In the sky, after a battle of wills, the haughty voice of that true disciple of the Heavenly Tao sect resounded once again. I didn't get that the fallen corpse-catching sect still has a strong person like you. You are qualified to know my name, Ao Tian. The Heavenly Tao sect's true disciple Ao Tian's figure slowly descended, his deep gaze looking towards the opposite side of the corpse-catching sect's strong man. At the orbital stage, the middle-aged man in black snorted coldly at his words. I am the sect leader of the corpse-catching sect. The crowd was in an uproar at his words. This man was actually the sect leader of the corpse-catching sect. No wonder he was so powerful. The black-clothed middle-aged man, also known as the sect master of the corpse-catching sect, wore a ghostly mask on his face, making it impossible for people to see his appearance. Cang Tian was suspicious in his heart. This corpse-catching sect was wearing this resemblance mask up and down. If he said it had nothing to do with his father, he would never believe it. What exactly is the connection? Could it be that his father was really a disciple of the corpse-catching sect? Cang Tian's heart was incomparably puzzled. His mysterious father's identity was becoming more and more mysterious. The more he probed, the more he felt that it was permeated with incredible secrets. Corpse-catching sect leader. Ha ha ha. For a mere outbreeding stage to be the head of a sect, the corpse-catching sect really has completely fallen. Since that's the case, there's no need for it to continue to exist. While Cang Tian was pondering in his heart, the true disciple of the Heavenly Tao sect over there, Ao Tian, let out a cold laugh, followed by a wave of world-defying might that swept across the heavens and earth, spreading across the entire Fengdu mountain range. At once, everyone felt a suffocating pressure. The corpse-catching sect master let out a cold snort and transported his supreme might to resist. And instantly, a shocking collision erupted in the sky once again, as both supreme wills unleashed their strongest strikes. Even if my corpse-catching sect is no longer in decline, it's not something that a mere disciple of your heavenly Tao sect can fight against. If it was in my corpse-catching sect's heyday, I would have millions of disciples of your level in my corpse-catching sect. The corpse-catching sect master erupted with absolute might. His will soaring into the sky, swallowing mountains and rivers. The crowd was shocked. Such a will was truly overwhelming. In the realm of the out-of-body stage, the strength of the will would determine the strength of the fighting force. What is out of body? Is the will out of body? Yuanian stage of the strong birth of ideas. Ideas into is the will. The will has been materialized. It can not only oppress the enemy, the same can attack the enemy. Some people with strong will can kill their enemies from thousands of miles away. Once there is a heavenly Taoist sect of the world's strongest, he did not go out of the heavenly Taoist sect door. Just in the heavenly Taoist sect issued a cold snort. Thousands of miles away from the murderer of an out-of-body stage will be ashes. From this we can see the importance of the will. Think of the beginning of Cang was born in tension. Will let many people shocked. Expected his future achievements will certainly be very high. The reason is this. Under the attack of the will of the body, catching sect's headmaster, Ao, a true disciple of the heavenly Tao sect, also completely unleashed his supreme will, launching an astonishing battle. This is no longer the era of your corpse-catching sect to continue to recite the glory of the past. That can only mask the sadness in your heart. Wake up. The corpse-catching sect has lingered on until now. It's time for it to come to an end. Ao, with arrogant supreme will, launched a supreme strike. The powerful energy was vast, like a sea water, drowning the entire Fengdu mountain range. The crowd was incomparably shocked and retreated. One by one, they transported their energy to resist. The battle between the two in front of them was too powerful. Just the will pressure alone was too much for them to bear. Only the Fengdu, old city lord, and the Genin king could watch the battle from a close distance. They were only half a step away from the outbreathing stage realm. Watching an overwhelming battle before them would be of great benefit to them. Cang's eyes flickered as he also stared intently at an overwhelming battle in front of him. Even though he couldn't understand most of it, he recorded it down, which might be of great help in the future. Next to him, Thundercloud, Liu Suifeng, and the others, including the four masters of the imperial capital, did the same. However, compared to that, Cang was still considered good. After all, he comprehended the intent of hegemony. And at this time, when he watched the battle of wills of the strongest at the outbreathing stage again, he had the most feelings in his heart, and he vaguely had a deeper level of understanding of intent. It was conceivable that once Cang's intent was more powerful, then his strength would naturally increase. The corpse-catching sect master's entire body erupted with boundless corpse chi. The black corpse chi drowned the entire Fengdu mountain range as he executed his supreme divine ability, striking out a light of death. Yellow-mouthed child, even if my corpse-catching sect were to fall, it would still be enough to exterminate you. The corpse-catching sect master was incomparably grieved, thinking about how powerful the corpse-catching sect was back then, in the entire Flood-Wassland continent. Who would dare to mess with it? At that time, the disciples of the corpse-catching sect went out and walked horizontally, to be as bullish as possible, which is like now. Suffocating in the Fengdu mountain, do not even dare to go out, even so, but also by the heavenly Tao sect to beat the door. In the sky, the battle is intense. Both sides no longer talk. To this time, only war. Ao was under the order of the heavenly Tao, and was bound to exterminate the corpse-catching sect. So naturally, he didn't dare to hold back. And he completely showed all the power of a true disciple, a strong light that made everyone tremble. This was the true disciple of the heavenly Tao sect, standing at the very top of the millions of heavenly Tao sect disciples, incomparably powerful. Cang Tian and the others were yearning. They were even more excited about the upcoming heavenly Tao sect's disciple acceptance ceremony. They believed that one day, they would also possess such a powerful force. The battle was incomparably fierce. The sect leader of the corpse-catching sect fought in blood. He disregarded himself and exchanged his injuries for his life. Such a crazy way of fighting that even the powerful Tian had to fall into the wind. The two of them fought from the ground to the sky, and from the sky to the ground. The entire 100 miles in a radius was their battlefield, and the powerful energy aftermath completely destroyed the surrounding mountains. However, in the mysterious Fengdu Ghost Valley, there was a mysterious force that protected the entire Fengdu mountain and preserved the corpse-catching sect. The crowd could not help but be shocked in their hearts. It seemed that there was still quite a few of these cards in the corpse-catching sect, truly worthy of being a giant that had shaken the cultivation world back in the day. Even if it had fallen since then, it still possessed a strength that was not to be underestimated. Kill. Suddenly, King Zhenan and Old City Lord Fengdu killed their way in, and they led a group of Yuanying stage powerhouses to attack the mountains of the corpse-catching sect, under the crazy attack of the body-catching sect master. Although Tian was not afraid, it was difficult for him to win for a while, and he had to order King Zhenan and the others to assist. Without Yan holding the corpse-catching sect master in check, King Zhenan and Old City Lord Fengdu immediately had nothing to worry about, and they led their men and horses to kill the corpse-catching sect's mountain gates with great vigor. Kill. That elder of the corpse-catching sect also stopped speaking at this moment. He personally struck out with an unrivaled energy fluctuation and stood up with Old City Lord Fengdu in a big way, and the sky collapsed and shook the heavens and the earth. Fengdu, Old City Lord, was surprised. This corpse-catching sect elder in front of him was so powerful, his cultivation was not below him. The crowd was also incomparably shocked. This seemingly unimpressive corpse-catching sect elder was actually able to resist Old City Lord Fengdu. It was truly astonishing. However, he still couldn't change the situation. The Heavenly Dao sect's Yuanying stage powerhouses, led by King Zhenan, killed the corpse-catching sect's disciples in a series of defeats, and some of the black and white zombies and heavenly fate black corpses all fell one after another. Kill. Soon after, the four masters of the imperial capital also moved out, and they also followed the Heavenly Dao sect's Yuanying stage powerhouses to kill down. We'll go down as well, so each of you be careful. Cang spoke to Lei Yun and the others and rushed down as well. He had a different purpose than the 4G of the imperial capital. He wanted to take advantage of the chaos to enter the interior of the corpse-catching sect, to find Anti-King, the Grand Elder, and their corpses, to prevent them from being refined by the corpse-catching sect to become zombies. At the moment, the corpse-catching sect square was in chaos. There were figures fighting everywhere, and the light of various spells and aptitudes blocked the sky. Cang also took the opportunity to blend in. He set his sights on a Jidan stage corpse-catching sect disciple and subdued him with a punch, then droned morosely, "Say, where does your corpse-catching sect usually transport the newly arrived corpses to? There are no cowards in the corpse-catching faction disciples." This corpse-catching sect disciple was full of righteousness and looked like he was ready to die, not fearing Cang threat in the slightest. "Say it or not," Cang smiled coldly, drew out the long black knife behind his back, and gestured twice at the crotch of this corpse-catching sect disciple. "Say, me all." This corpse-catching sect disciple was instantly shocked and rushed to gabble, itching to tell Cang about his ancestors. Cang knocked him out with a punch and took advantage of the chaos to enter the corpse-catching sect. Although the corpse-catching sect was hidden in the mountains, they often sent out their disciples to look for corpses that could be refined into zombies, and they set up corpse-seeking offices all over the Great Tang Dynasty, specializing in looking for corpses with potential to be transported to Mount Fengdu. In the corpse-catching sect, the refining of a zombie has to go through various procedures. The first of which is to raise the corpse. What is raising a corpse? It is to soak the newly transported corpses in medicinal water, so that their flesh becomes strong, thus preventing decay. After all, it takes quite a bit of time to refine a zombie, and if you don't make the flesh firm, then in the end, the flesh will rot and become a skeleton. This procedure was very important, no matter what kind of powerful zombie, even those demonic beast corpses. They all had to go through this procedure before they could be refined into zombies. In this stage of raising the corpse catching school needs to spend a year. Only then, the flesh of the corpse will not rot, to the point of incomparably strong, conducive to refining into a zombie, but also increase the zombie after the practice of the combat power. That corpse catching sect disciple, in order to keep almost everything he knew, told Cang, so that he understood a lot of corpse catching sect's knowledge of refining zombies.